I will just right before, yeah. Should be good. I'll make sure.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Good. I'll speak louder than that.
Good morning, MMA
Test 1, 2, 3.
Junkies. We're here at the UFC Tampa official weigh-ins, and we're about to get going in literally just a couple of minutes. My name is Danny Segura. I will be your host for this stream, and yeah, let's hope everybody makes weight and we get a nice, healthy, and complete card on Saturday. Should be exciting. There's maybe a few fighters that perhaps we could see a little bit of drama. There's a few fighters that perhaps have some history in not making weight, but let's hope that that's not the case this time around. So, yeah, I'll be filling in with some commentary here and there as there's some breaking the action in between the fighters weighing in. Like always, make sure to keep it locked on MMAJunkie.com. We'll have all the results for the weigh-ins on there as well on social. So make sure to follow us at MMA Junkie everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or X. We're everywhere. And next to me, I got undefeated BKFC fighter Oscar Willis. Oscar, wait, do you do anything else besides fighting?
That's just my life. It's just every day's a fight, brother.
It is true. Any concerns for any specific fighters today at weigh-ins?
Manel Cap's always an interesting roll of the dice, isn't he? I just saw him walking around looking cheerful. So, no, I'm not concerned about any of them.
Yeah, I'm sure everything's going to be just fine as we sip in our coffee and sit here in this ballroom in Tampa. Looks like up first we're going to get Joaquin Buckley. He's standing there. He's actually looking quite energetic. Yeah, he's talking to Brandon Fitzgerald and looks a little bit drained. Obviously, as anyone would in a weight cut, but seems confident he's going to make the weight. So let's see.
You good? You good? Yeah. It's 8:59, so you know, weigh-in window 9 to 11, but we'll get up there. What is it, Dean? Still 59 seconds. Yeah, just like by the time he's on the scale, it'll be 9.
By the way, that's not for my own ego. I left my phone in Thailand at a place. I came back, and the guy goes, "You want to find your phone? Put your face on your phone." I go, "That's fucking genius." They'll know, the bar will know who it is, whether they speak English or not.
Yeah. There it is.
Good morning, Tampa. We're ready for the weigh-ins. We begin it with the first half of the main event. 9th-ranked welterweight contender Joaquin Buckley.
Man, I might be a little heavy, man. Go ahead. Help a brother out.
171.
All right.
Official weight 171 pounds for Joaquin Buckley. Next to the scale, Miranda Maverick.
$126.
Official weight 126 pounds for Miranda Maverick. Next to the scale, the other half of the main event, Colby Covington.
$171.
Official weight 171 pounds for Colby Covington. Next to the scale, Piera Rodriguez.
116.
Official weight 116 pounds for Piera Rodriguez. Next to the scale, Adrian Yanez.
One 136.
Official weight 136 pounds for Adrian Yanez. Next to the scale, Tuco Tokos.
$206.
Official weight 206 pounds for Tuco Tokos. Next to the scale, Michael Johnson.
$156.
Official weight 156 pounds for Michael Johnson. Next to the scale, Billy Quarantello.
$146.
Official weight 146 pounds for Billy Quarantello. Next to the scale, Felipe Lima.
$146.
Official weight 146 pounds for Felipe Lima. Next to the scale, Daniel Marcos.
$136.
Official weight 136 pounds for Daniel Marcos. Next to the scale, Josephine Knudsen.
$116.
Official weight 116 pounds for Josephine Knudsen. Next to the scale, Jamie Lynn Horth.
$126.
Official weight 126 pounds for Jamie Lynn Horth. Next to the scale, Otman Azaitar.
$156.
Official weight 156 pounds for Otman Azaitar. Next to the scale, Navajo Sterling.
$206.
Official weight 206 for Navajo Sterling. Next to the scale, Bruno Silva.
Sorry.
126.
Official weight 126 pounds for Bruno Silva. Next to the scale, Miles Johns.
$146.
Official weight 146 pounds for Miles Johns. Next to the scale, Davey Grant.
$136.
Official weight 136 pounds for Davey Grant.
Thanks, Heidi.
Next to the scale, Fernando Padilla.
$145.5.
Official weight 145 and a half for Fernando Padilla.
Go. Boom, boom, boom.
Next to the scale, Sean Woodson.
Sorry about that. $145.5.
Official weight 145 and a half for Sean Woodson.
Yeah, it's set up at the hundreds now. This is 150. Okay. 201. It's easy to
Next to the scale, Vitor Petrino.
Let's go, vambora, papai.
Brasil, 204.5.
Official weight 204.5 for Vitor Petrino.
Yes, sir. They helping me out with it, though. That's good.
Next to the scale, Dustin Jacoby.
I hope so.
You can say it. You can take that chain and give it to me. You'll make 206. $205.5.
Official weight 205.5 for Dustin Jacoby. Next to the scale, Cub Swanson.
Gotta get it right, huh? $146.
Official weight 146 pounds for Cub Swanson. Next to the scale, Drakkar Close.
$156.
156 pounds, the official weight for Drakkar Close.
action. And it looks like we got most of the card weighed in, specifically the main event, which I think that was not the biggest worry, but certainly obviously the most important fight. Both fighters weighing 171. I'm obviously talking about Covington and Buckley. Big side of the week for Oscar, since that's really only the fight that could headline this card.
Sorry, I wasn't listening to anything you were saying.
That it's good that we got the main event official now, because that's really the only fight that could headline this card. It's a good card. Like, there's really good prelims, but there's no other main event worthy fight.
Correct.
Great insight. I really love it.
I mean, when I was jumping to Felipe Lima, that's obviously a banger. We can maybe put that as 5 rounds.
Yeah. That could be a fun one as well to throw up there.
Do you think? Talk to me about the Global Fight League and how long do you think it's going to last?
And we're focused here on Tampa, but I'll tell you what. I think we're going to Yeah, that's my bold take.
Brave, bold.
I mean, no, honestly, like, keeping it real, like, you know, all the best to them. They do have a pretty solid team. I mean, I know a lot of them are, like, older, but if you could, yeah. We'll see how that turns out. You think so?
To get back into MMA.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I wish them the best. The more competition, the better, you know, and I think we're all a little bit disappointed with how PFL played out this 2024, hoping that they turn things around in 2025. But look, the more competition, the better. So all the best to them. We still have no word of Manuel Cave or Joel Alvarez, 2 fighters that missed weight in the past. How are you feeling about that?
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you've been cutting weight? Yeah, so we're still waiting on a few fighters, but most of the main card is weighed in except for Oddman. We got Bruno Silva weighing in at 126. Everybody else on the main card also weighed in, made weight successfully. Still waiting on Manuel Cave. We'll see. That fight, low key, like, could it be maybe for the title eliminator, you think? I mean, I know Brandon Royval right now is talking about as being the next guy, but he has lost several times to Pantoja. I don't know. I feel like if the winner here could do something spectacular, do you think maybe they leapfrog him?
I feel like they've always wanted to push him out.
Yeah.
Now got a big win. I can see that. Just be like, we need something different. Like our friends is be there for me.
Yeah, that Car France is also look good. It's a guy also that is getting close to another title shot. So, yeah, big fight out of 125 pounds. We'll see how that one pans out. Bruno Silva, bit low key underestimated. This 4-0 in his win streak. Maybe do something special too. No. All right. What fight are you looking forward to the most on this card besides the main event?
I'm a big fan of Adrian Yanez, so whenever he fights, I like to watch. Navajo is pretty cool. Co-main fight could be good as well, actually. It's got good fights on there.
You think Giannis gets it done here?
I hope so. I'm biased. I hope you guys win.
Fighter here, whoever wins, like the fighter that wins here, I think gets in the rankings. Both guys have been doing pretty well, and they're right there knocking on the door. So, ranking eliminator, if there's such thing. I think that's good fight. I'm looking forward to that fight. Daniel Marcos undefeated in the UFC. Been a bit on the low-key run. I feel like this is his coming out party. We're seeing he does against Giannis, easily the toughest fight he's ever had in his career in Vegas. So we'll see how he does under pressure. Giannis obviously has been in some big fights before, so he's used to this kind of level of pressure. You know, Colby doesn't get a lot of credit. He's a veteran. He's 37, and he's always made weight. Always made weight. Like, on that sense, like, people have their opinions about Colby, but in terms of, like, him showing up, making weight, even as a backer, he's always, like,
Did he say he could make lightweight? I think he was very good.
right. But still, I mean, you see him on the scale, it's not like he had an easy cut. You still see, like, he had to put a lot of work in. Yeah. How do you see that one?
I don't know. if I was thinking about it yesterday, like,
First of all, what do you expect from Colby?
well, that's the thing, right? The Colby that fought Leon was not great showing, right? But the fight before that was the Masvidal fight. He looked amazing in that fight. You know, obviously styles big fights, but his cardio and his ability to continue pushing the pressure was really impressive, and that guy just wasn't there against Leon. So I basically think it's like, is the one who fought Leon the new Colby, or was that Randy the third that just kind of screwed it up for us? I think you'll know by the end of the first round, is Colby still elite, or is he?
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good assessment. I think the first couple rounds we'll find out what's what. And man, this is a tough fight. I'm actually surprised that he took this fight. Are you? Short notice, Buckley.
I am surprised because Colby's got the name value that he can always shoehorn himself into a big fight. You know, like I don't think they were really talking about planning it, but like Leon needs an opponent for London. They could have easily done a rematch, you know, stuff like that. So Colby's never shy from that. But I think even the Ian fight makes more sense for Colby because Ian's got a bit of a name, there's a bit of a beef there. So that one made more sense for Colby than this fight. This fight just seems like he really just fancies getting in there and having a win. And five rounds, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's also a big factor. But he's got that bedroom party, so there's never an issue.
Slaying the mamacita.
So we'll see how Colby does, man. I'm also with Oscar here. I have questions about where he's at. 37 years old. He's been through a lot of fights. Fucking Buckley is certainly, at least looks to be the new generation. I know he's been around for a bit. Fairly new at welterweight. He sort of seems like a new face there that's gonna stay there for a bit, and he's certainly gonna be in the rankings. And honestly, I don't rule him out from fighting for the title. I do think fucking Buckley's showing a lot of potential. The dude hits like a truck. The dude is extremely explosive. Probably the strongest guy. Maybe I would like to see him and Shotgun go at it. I think definitely one of the strongest guys at 170. And you know, he's fighting, like his IQ has just gotten so much better. His decision making has gotten so much better at 170. Not that it wasn't there at 185, but it just seems he's taking his career a little bit more seriously in the sense that he's trusting his potential, and he probably could be. He knows he can be a title contender. I mean, he is right now. So yeah, huge fight for him, the biggest fight in his career. If he wins this one, I wonder where he goes next. Because obviously we know that Shotgun's going to be fighting for the title. But I mean, at media day you heard him, I asked him, and Buckley said he feels he can leapfrog Shotgun with something impressive here. I don't know about that. I think that was a tough one. But maybe he can be the backup for that fight. I don't know. And then just wait in line, because after beating Covington being 5-0, nothing else makes sense. Who is he going to fight? Ian again? Another booking again? Sean Brady? I don't know. It just feels like everything after that will be kind of like not a step back, but certainly kind of like a placeholder fight. So I would just hold out for the title shot. We'll see if that's even an option. Obviously, if he wins, because he's got to get Colby, who, you know, historically has always been a tough fight. We'll see what kind of version we get on Saturday, but yeah, big fight on the inside. Once again, hello everyone that's just tuning in. Welcome to MMA Junkie UFC Tampa official weigh-ins live stream. I'm Danny Segura, the host for this back here in the action for those asking in the comments. Yes, in the comments. Joel Alvarez, Spain's Joel Alvarez has not weighed in yet. We're still waiting on him and Manuel Cape, as I mentioned. Two of the fighters that have had weight issues in the past. So those, obviously hoping for the best for them. Hopefully they make weight because we want to see these fights. But obviously keeping a close eye. I did hear from Joel Alvarez nutritionist yesterday, and they were looking good. They were very happy with where they were at weight-wise. Take that for what it's worth. I mean, they still had some way to go, and a lot can happen in that little bit, even if things are looking good. But take it for what it's worth. I think Joel Alvarez, at least from what his nutritionist was saying, they were very confident that he was going to not only make the weight, but it's probably going to be one of his better weight cuts in the UFC. You guys got any questions? There's also, I believe the super chat's open if you want to throw something in there, get a highlight, it stands out a little bit. We can take a look at that and answer whatever questions you guys have in the chat. We're saying Buckley by KO. I've yet to submit my staff picks for MMA Junkie. Sorry, Matt Erickson. I'll do that after weigh-ins. He's responsible for putting this together. But yeah, I think honestly I'm gonna go with Buckley finish. I feel pretty good. Didn't like at all the version of Covington that we saw last year. Last year, it's been the entire year since his fight. He's 37. I mean, it just seems like you gotta go with this one, and rightfully so, he's the favorite. Also, a little surprised by some of the I guess, organization of this entire card. Like, don't get me wrong, the fights are great, but you would expect Michael Johnson, who's well known, being in the main card. I think Joel Alvarez versus Drakkar Klose is a banger of a fight. Joel Alvarez looked like an absolute killer in his last one, so I think that probably should have opened the main card. Man, there's some really, really good fights out here in the preliminary card that I thought would maybe get a main card spot. A lot of people nobody has weighed in. People in the chat are predicting Buckley by KO. Do you have an official prediction? You kind of were on the fence there.
I don't have an official prediction.
Okay. All right. Well, you heard it first from undefeated BKFC fighter, Oscar Willis. You fighting again?
Probably not, unless there's money. Misfits. I can see misfits.
Yeah. All right. We'll see. I mean, retire while you're on top, right? That's what they say.
Sure. I mean, it's fucking wow. Can't really top there, can I?
All right, let's hear in the comments. Any questions about this card? Throw them out there. You think winner here in the main event gets a title shot? Like, could get a title shot? Maybe not next as far as like being the next rival for Bilal, but like maybe backup opponent, they just have him ready to fight whoever's the winner.
Yeah, I could see, like, especially Colby saying what he says about Bilal and stuff. I could see that being a thing, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this gotta be it for Colby, right? Like,
If he
this is his
loses-
last title run, right? And even if he wins, he has it tough to like get another title fight. But if he loses, I think we can forget about Colby
Realistically,
Covington,
yes,
the
yeah.
title contender.
Yeah, realistically. Yeah, well, actually, there's loads of guys at welterweight that, yeah, realistically, he needs to win.
So yeah, big fight for Colby. Also, he teased a special guest. You think he's capping, or there's something? Have you heard of anything?
Someone else just told me that he's got a special guest, but they wouldn't tell me who it is. I'm guessing Elon.
Elon?
I'm guessing Elon.
Really? That's that wouldn't be all that crazy.
That's my guess.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting one. Big fight fan, Elon Musk.
Well, he was going to compete, wasn't he?
Yeah. Maybe it's Mark. Yeah. Baby Shark writes, how is Colby even in contender talks? I mean, he is fighting a top 10 guy that's undefeated at 170 pounds, and he is a former interim champion, title challenger, and one of the biggest names in the division. So, again, I still think he has it tough if he wins in terms of getting a title shot, but like, you would think the UFC would want to get at least one more pay-per-view out of him, given his sort of stardom. So I don't think it's crazy. I'm not saying I agree. I don't think sporting-wise, like merit-wise, it's there. But like, we know how the UFC works. It's not always about the biggest and longest winning streaks, but it's a lot about momentum, hype, and Colby's definitely got that. And if he's able to get a legit win over Buckley, I think he can shut a lot of people up. He's not. He called out Stephen Wonderboy Thompson after his loss. It's not like he's fighting someone that's older and that's on the decline. No, he's fighting Buckley. I mean, that is a tough fight. I think this is the most, probably outside of Topuria fighting, this is the most Spanish we've gotten in a chat. Tons of Spanish flags as well. What do you think of Joy Alvarez? What do you think of Joy Alvarez?
Oh, don't really, mate.
His last fight against was Brenner, you don't remember that? In Abu Dhabi?
Yeah.
Finished him in the third?
Mate, I was ringside for that, and I still don't remember.
You still don't remember. Damn.
There's a lot going on that day for me, actually.
Okay. I think the world of Joy Alvarez. The only thing is, can he consistently make 155 pounds? Are you capping, or do you actually getting some? Yeah.
Because I remember being like,
His only recent losses against Sarukin. Remember, took some elbows and got blooded up. It was I believe it was the main event.
yes, no, he is fun.
Yeah, very fun fighter. Against Rukar Close, that'll be a good one. He told me he's gonna end up at 170, either his next fight or the one after. I think at 170, man, there's so many fun fights for him. Imagine him Carlos Braches. Yeah, exactly. Like, that'd be so much fun. So I just want to see him more active. Oh, and speaking of the devil, there's Joy Alvarez.
Next to the scale, Joel Alvarez.
$156.
Official weight 156 pounds for Joel Alvarez. Next to the scale, Manel Kopp. Official weight 125 pounds for Manel Kopp. Last to the scale, Ramon Tavares. Official weight 136 pounds for Ramon Tavares. That concludes official weigh-ins. We'll see you at the arena this afternoon.
Well, that's it, people. We're all done with the UFC Tampa official weigh-ins. Everybody made weight. And Manel Kopp made 125 pounds, championship weight. But a lot of you didn't expect that. Could be next for the title. We'll see what happens against Bruno Silva on Saturday. Certainly a huge fight for his career. But this was the biggest fight, probably, making the weight. Not only flight weight at 126 pounds, but making 125 and showing people like, hey, I can make championship weight. So yeah, big moment for Manel Kopp, and also looked good. I mean, as good as you can look cutting weight. Didn't need any assistance, wasn't shaking, there wasn't really any big sort of concerns. And the same thing could be said about Joel Alvarez, made 156. He did tell me this week that his days as a lightweight will soon come to an end. But yeah, he made weight, looked good. And we got a banger of a fight against Ricard Close, so excited for that one. All right, everybody. That concludes our stream for the UFC Tampa official weigh-in, so I'll be signing off. We'll have videos and a lot more news about the event over at MMAJunkie.com throughout the day. Don't forget, we also got ceremonial weigh-ins later today, so tons coming in terms of content, so make sure to keep it locked on MMAJunkie.com. It's a pleasure chatting with you guys today. My name is Danny Segura. In case you didn't tune in from the very beginning, again, make sure to follow us on all socials at MMA Junkie. You can find me also at Danny Segura TV on social media as well. All right? Well, all the best, people. See you.